Hi guys, how are ya? This is Carol, and it's 8:20 at night, but I'm gonna make this bundt cake. I want to get Vlogmas 13 in, and we're gonna do a bundt cake. I had searched for gingerbread bundt cakes in Pinterest. Let me tell you, I roam through Pinterest like people watch TV. I just roam through all the things looking to see what's there instead of watching TV. That's how I find all these neat things. Well, anyway, I was looking on Pinterest for a gingerbread bundt cake recipe, and I ran across one that referred to a bundt cake that was made on the Today Show last week. So we're going to make that one. This recipe was on the Today Show last week sometime. So I've got all my ingredients out. All my stuff. I'm going to get started putting it in this bowl. Okay, in this bowl I've got 1 cup of brown sugar packed, 1 cup of white sugar, 1 cup of butter, and 1 cup of molasses. I didn't have quite an entire cup of molasses, but I think it'll be okay. And I'm going to get the mixer going, and it says to beat this for 5 minutes. I was supposed to beat this on high for 5 minutes. 5 minutes is a long time to hold a hand mixer. I only did it for 3. And then you're supposed to put the eggs in one at a time. Well, I like to crack my eggs open and take out that little white attachment. I don't know what that is, but I don't want it in my mouth. So I put them in a bowl, cracked them, took that little white thing out. Now I'm going to mix it all at one time, even though it said put the eggs in one at a time. Okay, I've beaten the eggs in, and now it says to slowly, on the lowest speed, pour in the flour and the spices slowly. I assume that means the flour is going to poof up in my face. I needed 4 cups of flour sifted, so I sifted it. Here are my spices. This is 2 tablespoons ground ginger. I went back and checked that recipe like 4 times because I thought surely it meant teaspoons, but it said tablespoons. 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of salt, a half a teaspoon of cloves, and a half a teaspoon of allspice. I didn't have allspice, so I put in 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg instead. So I'm going to beat that all in and slowly add the flour. Okay, I've got my 1 cup of buttermilk in there and 1.5 tablespoons of vanilla. I checked that over and over again because I thought, 1.5 tablespoons, good gracious. So now I'm going to beat it some more. Obviously, I didn't get all the flour mixed in. Without the milk in there, the only liquids would be the molasses and the eggs and the softened butter. It was hard to get that flour to combine. I forgot to film it after I poured the batter in the pan. That bundt pan is full, so I set it on a cookie sheet in case it overflows. Anyway, it's in the oven. Has to bake 50 to 60 minutes. So I will take it out, invert it onto a plate, and probably not even taste it until in the morning. So in Wednesday's vlog, I'll tell you if it was good or not. Okay. If you want the recipe, just Google Today Show gingerbread bundt cake. I usually type the recipes in the description, but you know, I type with one finger on my phone, and the cold has made my joints all hurt too bad, so I'm not going to do that. But that's how you can find the recipe. Today Show gingerbread bundt cake. Okay, guys. I hope you guys are doing well. Let me know what's going on in your life. One more thing. I absolutely loved reading those books to you guys. Modern Magi and A Stranger for Christmas are just very special books to me, and I wanted you to hear those books. But I won't be reading anymore. It never dawned on me that that would be a copyright infringement. And of course it is. I should have known that, but it just never crossed my mind. I have been reading out loud to people for 43 years. My oldest daughter's 43. I started reading to her the day she was born. I read to my 4 kids and then to my 4 grandkids. And then I worked at the library for 20 years. And 18 of those years, I was the storytime lady. So I read to little kids every day. So reading just comes naturally to me. I know I'm not a professional because I stutter around too much, but I do enjoy sharing books that way. But no, I won't be reading anymore. If you get 3 copyright strikes, they can take your channel away from you. I don't want to lose my channel. You know, I'm raising my 2 youngest grandkids. They have wonderful parents that they work a lot. So Casey and I help raise those 2. I don't want to tell them, yes, there's this rule that I can't read, but I'm going to ignore the rule. I don't want to teach them that. So the rule is, no, you can't read somebody else's material, so no, I won't. I have listened to several other people's videos about it. The author can come after you. The publishing house can come after you. So, and even though I'm a teensy-tiny channel, it's just not worth it. So I'm going to keep my channel and keep talking to you guys. I just won't be reading. All right. I will see you tomorrow for Vlogmas 14, and I'll tell you how this gingerbread cake tasted. Hope everybody's doing well. Give me a thumbs up maybe, and leave me a comment. I love them. Bye-bye.